Hey guys, welcome back. Now, with 2023 drawing to a close, all eyes will be looking at 2024 and people will begin positioning their portfolios accordingly. And if history repeats, then it's likely going to be an explosive year for the crypto market. And even though with the recent news of CZ of Binance having to step down, and having to pay, ironically, $4 billion. This did initially shake the markets. However, when a big court case gets settled, this is actually bullish. Now, after a very tough crypto winter where everyone's portfolios were crushed anywhere from 50 to 90%, it's crypto summer that everyone's been waiting for. And I think we're now transitioning from crypto spring over to crypto summer. And so, in this video, we'll be covering where do we think prices will be going next, why I think we are now at a big inflection point, and then we'll finish up with the biggest developments that have happened in just the last couple of weeks. And I have to add, there's been so many positive developments. And I'm not just saying that because I recently went all in. I always cover the biggest headlines from the past 2 weeks, and for some reason there's been twice as many as usual. So I feel the tide is now changing. Okay, so first up, let's take a look at where we are in the current cycle and where do we think prices will be headed next. And so, starting with where are we in this current market cycle? And here are the 3 cycles that have already gone by. Cycle number 1, 2, and 3. And in red is the current market cycle. After we've had this epic crypto winter, it bottomed out around here. Then we've had these higher highs and higher lows ever since. And the last one, very, very interestingly, has brought us to pretty much where the last 2 cycles have been. So how eerily strange is that? So far, crypto is just doing what it always does. Yes, it's popped a little earlier and had some crashes. Yes, it's gone down earlier and had some rallies. But as of right now, it's pretty much exactly where it should be. In fact, if anything, because of diminishing returns each time, this probably has popped up a little higher than it should be. It should probably be sitting around the 2x level, which would be about 30,000, 31,000. So if anything, it's actually a little bit higher. So when it comes to where our price is headed next, I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of pullback over the next couple of weeks. But I don't think Bitcoin is going to go below 30,000 unless something major happens. But as you saw, even with the massive news of CZ having to step down from Binance, as of right now, the markets have held up pretty strong. Now, this first cycle where Bitcoin went on to do a 200x gain, I really don't think we're going to see a cycle like this. So let's just take this one out. And even cycle number 2, where it went on to do a 100x, I think those days are now behind us. And the next cycle is probably going to be a lot more similar to the one in green, cycle number 3. Now this did top out at a 20x, so I've predicted that we may be topping out around the 10x. And then the other thing to point out that I find very, very interesting was this big event that happened here, this global pandemic, where we did see a nasty sell-off in crypto. Now, although I don't think next year we're going to see a global pandemic, we definitely could see this recession hit. And if it hits with a hard landing, then something like this could happen. So weirdly enough, as we progress into the year, we could get an event like this. However, for all the people with cash, this is going to be an excellent time to buy. And for all the people fully invested, if you just sit it out, it's only a matter of months until it passes. So even if we get this big credit event happening next year, I still think by the end of the year, crypto is going to outperform pretty much everything else. But in the short term, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of weeks we do see some kind of pullback, and then I definitely think we're going to be building up to the next halving. Now, what does seasonality tell us about prices as well? So here we are, Bitcoin seasonality, and let's just put in the pre-halving years. And we've been covering this now for a couple of months, ever since October. And with October, we had many green months, and it did finish with an epic month of 28%. Now, when we look at November and December, going back quite a few years, there's quite a lot of green months. However, about 5 years ago, this trend has changed, and there's a lot more down months than up. So November and December, to me, are looking very red. So this also backs up the last chart. Because of the massive run-up, we're probably due a little bit of a pullback. But a 5% or 10% pullback in Bitcoin means 20-30% for the alts. So this is something I'll be mentally preparing for. However, even though with everything going on and even the massive Binance news that just hit, as of right now, we're still up 5%. So this is just showing how strong and resilient the crypto market is right now. And then I think because of the halving, because of the ETFs, I do think the buzz and build up will probably be starting in December. And to finish up, let's look at the biggest developments that have happened in just the last couple of weeks. Now, as mentioned, there's actually been twice as many as what I normally cover, which is crazy. So I'm going to run through these at a fast pace. And if you want to dig into any of them, then simply punch in the headline to read the full piece. So first up, Caitlin Long's Custodia Bank has launched Bitcoin custody. So they've been trying to get this for many months, having to jump through a lot of hurdles, but now a US bank has been given the green light for Bitcoin custody. Bullish. Then in Thailand, their fourth largest bank has invested a $100 million investment into a crypto exchange. And this is what we want to see, the banks all around the world doing everything they can to get involved in this next bull market. Bullish for Thailand. Then over in Hong Kong, we have Standard Chartered, and their own crypto platform Zodia has just launched in Hong Kong. As we saw over the past few months, China has flipped and are now bullish on crypto and letting Hong Kong take the lead. And Standard Chartered assets under management to the tune of tens of billions of dollars. Also in Hong Kong, we also have UBS Group, another bank letting their wealthy clients trade some crypto ETFs in Hong Kong. And this news just came days after HSBC, one of the world's largest banks, had said it plans to start digital assets custody for institutional clients. So remember guys, we are in before the institutions. Bullish. Now, if you didn't know, there's actually Bitcoin ATMs that have been put up all across the US. Check this out.
You see them in convenience stores, gas stations, and malls. They often look like traditional ATMs, but these kiosks allow customers to buy and sometimes sell crypto tokens in cash. Bitcoin ATMs, or BTMs, exploded in popularity during the height of the crypto craze between 2020 and the middle of 2022, reaching as many as 34,000 across the US at their peak.
Now we fly over to the UK, and PayPal have just been given a UK crypto license. after being recently told to halt. So great news coming from the UK, and in the UK we've had some very strange things going on. Our politicians are saying they want to be the digital crypto hub, yet the banks have been fighting this. So good to see our regulator, the FCA, giving the green light for PayPal. And then also Robinhood is going to be expanding their crypto trading into the EU, and they're going to be opening a UK brokerage. So again, great news coming from the UK and the UK regulator, and this will be opening in the coming weeks. Now we fly over to Switzerland, a country that is definitely crypto friendly, and top Swiss bank launches Bitcoin and Ether trading with SIBA. Again, another bank, again getting into crypto, and good to see it's not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum as well. Now, also in Europe, this time in Germany, and another bank, DZ Bank, the third largest in Germany, to start crypto custody for institutional investors. And this is DZ Bank launching digital assets custody built on blockchain. Bullish from Germany. And also from Germany, another bank, Commerzbank, granted a crypto custody license. And Commerzbank is the first full-service bank in the country to receive a crypto custody license from local regulators. So Germany definitely want to be getting in on this next big bull market. Bullish. Next we see HSBC, another of the world's biggest banks to offer tokenized securities custody service for institutions. And this is a platform planned for 2024. Big year for crypto, guys. And this is going to complement its latest offering of tokenized gold, as well as one for issuing digital assets. And what did I say, guys? This next run from the institutions is all about digital assets, not crypto. Next, has anyone heard of the company Disney? Because they have just launched a new NFT platform. Obviously, NFTs are going to be great for companies like Disney, opening up brand new revenue channels, and this is excellent to see. Bullish. Now, here's some awesome news coming from China. China's Boya Interactive, which is a gaming company, are going to be spending or investing 90 million on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what they're doing here is the corporate treasury. They're going to be converting some of their cash over to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So obviously, this is amazing bullish news coming from China. Then also from the US, we have the Vacaville firefighters becoming the second union in the US to also purchase and hold Bitcoin on its balance sheet. Again, amazing news. Then obviously we had the epic news of BlackRock filing for the spot Ethereum ETF, and this was the trigger for me to rotate into Ethereum, and this definitely has not been priced in yet. We then had Fidelity following suit. So now two of the biggest money managers in the world saying it's not just about Bitcoin, but Ethereum is next on the list. And then finally, we had this amazing news coming from South Korea. And this time, their national pension fund has invested $20 million in none other than Coinbase. So this is pretty unbelievable because huge pension funds are generally very risk averse. And here we have a national pension fund investing in Coinbase. So clearly amazing news to finish on. And as you saw, there is a ridiculous amount of bullish news happening all around the world, which is why I think 2024 is going to be big. And so, as you saw, if history repeats, then 2024 is going to be an epic year for digital assets. I think 2024 is going to be the transitional year where we go from crypto spring to crypto summer, and this is where we get the epic runs big enough to keep you up at night. However, let's just finish up covering the biggest elephant in the room, which could pee on crypto's bonfire, and that is if a recession hits with a hard landing. Now, this could cause a big sell-off in risk assets. However, I don't think it's going to be as big as the global pandemic was. Now, think about it. The crypto market is one of the most forward-looking markets there is, and Bitcoin has already crashed 70%, and many of the altcoins crashed 95%. That's pretty much as extreme as it gets, and it's already happened. Now, yes, we could be seeing the lagging indicators now get wrecked. Things like real estate. Real estate lags everything else. So this coming year, we may start to see many more headlines about real estate getting wrecked. However, crypto was the first to crash, and it will be the first to recover. However, any scenario could play out, so make sure you invest accordingly. Ultimately, though, I think the tide is now shifting, and for the first time in a long time, for me, the positives are now outweighing the negatives. So I think 2024 is going to be a big year for crypto. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now let me know your thoughts and comments below. However, just remember to get rid of 100% of the comment spam and trading bots that plague YouTube comments. We are trying out the new SuperThanks Commenting system. So to get your question or comment read and replied to, or just to say thanks, then use SuperThanks below. And for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.